Code 2. Code 2.
There's no final exit, Johnny boy. I wasn't pushed. I jumped.
No matter how many times, I still get a little surprised when one wakes up. You?
Life after death is the foundation of most religious belief.
Code 1.
51.
Code 2.
At first, the general idea was that since the smart ones don't want to die for the country anymore, we had to take death out of the equation. But why stop there?
I just wanted to be invincible, not immortal.
Controlling death either way and stretching your risk tolerance. Many cells live for hours after natural expiration. Death is really a rather amorphous concept, so we decided to push the borders.
How far?
Up to the point where a Nobel Prize becomes a court-martial. But you know, even the gods don't stay on Earth forever.
Don't they always say immortality is the hardest prize to give up?
So it's resurrection and reincarnation.
No. Just our skills and intelligence combined in our mind, with personal memories gradually erased.
Sam, I know who you are.
Because you haven't been in the game as long. Look, I'm close to comprehending everything. If I jump, I'll know more.
There's got to be a way to bring you back. Bring me back. I remember you. We can fight this. We can beat them at their own game now that we know what's happening.
Code 2. Code 2.
My brain cell's information translates to a finite numerical quantity of terabytes?
Silicon fits far more in far less space. We inject a protein that infinitesimally increases your brain cell's electromagnetism, so its sequence is traceable, uploadable, and more resilient to decay. If you die, your body is rehabilitated, organs replaced, and the brain's image re-downloaded in undocumented facilities that disappear without a trace.
You're not technically stopping death.
We're stopping the fear of its finality while also harnessing the benefits of its reset. All learning happens in sleep. Imagine how much more can happen with a rebirth augmented by technology. We put so much effort into artificial androids and vicarious virtual avatars. And supercharging human intelligence in its own body with its own actual neurons was the real answer.
So you also augment intelligence.
Why the hell wouldn't you? It's like a software upgrade with the bug squashed. No one deals with fear and trauma. It's much more efficient to erase it and the memories that stand in your way. Including this conversation.
Have you ever figured out what they do exactly after they leave?
If we don't really know, we can't report anything.
Nothing ever emailed, never hacked. It's like them. No matter what you've done, maybe you can wake up clean. No one watching.
Someone's always watching. And once the soul is erased, you can never get it back. You can't reload it or repair it, no matter how hard you try.
You wouldn't try it? To feel what it's like to wake up after
Whatever it is, I like to think of it as a daily miracle, wanting to know there's less to believe.
Maybe we are better off having our minds repurposed and scanned and aligned and improved, since we don't fucking understand each other anyway, and never will.
Sam,
What are we holding on to? What are we even losing? If I only had a heart and soul.
I don't want to give up so easily. You're the one who taught me that. You got the encryption codes, right? So you can...
But she gave me the files. Give her the codes. If she helps us or destroys us, what's the difference?
Right into the lion's den. It's a pretty bold move.
I've got a great insurance policy.
So I've heard. Let's see how vulnerable your invisibility has made you, huh?
Yeah, I think he knows his code too, but he just doesn't want to say it. They all have enhanced intelligence.
Which is why they try to play God. Relying solely on intelligence is the ultimate arrogance.
We should try again. He's resisting for some reason.
No. 3 tries. Now we have to do the exit protocol.
A normal person can stick to a belief and die defending it. But a program can just be unwritten. Which one are you? Upload, download. It's funny how all the quadrillions of bits of information are invisible, but so easily interceptable. I get the sense that breaking you is going to be easier than breaking an encryption code. And your friend.
Don't you realize if you steal it or try to disable it, then...
I don't want to steal it. Oh, fuck your stew of super intelligence. I just want to take a crap in it and let you all keep swimming unaware.
You want to upload something. Fill my head with chaos that spreads to the source the next time I die. And spreads to all the others.
How is that any different from what you already let them do to you? Oh, you thought if you came here, you could extract yourself somehow. The devil's bargain. Even the super geniuses think they can outsmart him in the end.
Forget aggregating factoids and hard drives. The true way to evolve is to upload wisdom right out of brilliant minds. Combine it, replant it, and let it grow further in chemical collusion with live brain tissue. You can't make an android human, but you can make a human less of a limited individual.
But what about free will?
The free will to act as an individual in ignorance has done how much good for the world? I don't know. Mob rule, civil war, mass extermination, the utter ignorance of the enablers and the perpetrators. You have no right to harm another person. You have no right to live in ignorance when the mind can be expanded.
It definitely. Every time I come back to life, my brain is upgraded.
We have to re-inject the protein. With every successful reset of the signal fades and the integrity of the neurons. You get to keep what you gain, and so do we, for the greater good.
So I'll be invincible, immortal, and infallible.
More like immune indemnified. Let the conductor mind the orchestra, huh? As for you, if there is a soul, humankind is simply not powerful enough to corrupt it. And if hell is anything, we are already living in it, so... Really? What have you got to lose?
I've never done an exit protocol.
It means we don't help them come back. They're useless without a code 2. There's no more miracles.
It's pointless. Like you said, people will stick to a belief and die defending it.
What is it you believe?
I don't remember. If I only had a heart and soul. Sam said there was no way out.
You know, they always shoot the messenger.
I give you the codes. You hack the system, you fill my head and...
I'll make sure you leave a trail. Your trail. They'll be so focused on that, they won't even see the slow but steady degradation of the system, and then they'll take you out. We both win. I just want to get back to simpler times. Good old cloak and dagger. We all think we want peace, conformity, but we'd end up just blowing our own brains out if there was no game to play. Upload complete. So, you ready for me to kill you the old-fashioned way?
I bet they see the most amazing things before they get pulled back. Things we couldn't even imagine.
Like what?
You should jump, Joe.
51.
Code 2.
For though through many straits and lands I roam,
You've got to fight it. You don't have to go back. Don't you remember? If I had a heart and soul.
I wouldn't have lasted this long.
Code 2.
I launch at paradise, and I sail towards home.
Code 2. Code 1.
51.